Hello, hello. Welcome everyone to Grow Group, talking all about sprouts. And at this point, your tower garden has already been started. You've got seedlings in the tower, and I have already seen so many great pictures on our Grow Group page of people growing. So at this point, there's really not much for you to do with your tower garden except wait for your food to grow. But this week, we're going to have my mom on here, Loie Palmer, and she is at her adorable Green Street garage, and she's going to teach us all about growing sprouts. And everybody should be growing these. These are so easy and simple. And before we jump into that, I'm going to share with us who our Grow Getter is this week. Our Grow Getter is the person who is posting pictures in our group, who is actively doing each week's challenge. And our person this week is Adam Lewis. Congratulations. You are our Grow Getter this week, and you're going to get an award that is along the themes of our sprouts, what we're going to be learning today. So I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, Mom, can you share with us about sprouts and how to grow them and teach us all the things, because you're the one who started me on this. So talk to us about growing sprouts.
Okay, I'm thrilled that you asked me. I love growing sprouts, and I think the biggest reason I love growing sprouts is because it is so simple and so fast. You're going to go from seeds to salad in 5 days. So, the first thing that you need to do is just to get you'll get a glass jar, and in your glass jar, you will put your water in there. And then you're going to put your seeds in. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about all of this in just a second. All it takes is 2 tablespoons of seeds. And then you're going to set them on your counter. I'm going to set them right here for overnight. So while they're sitting overnight, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about these sprouts and why in the world would you want to add sprouts to your daily diet. And my favorite book is the Sprout Book. And this Sprout Book takes you from A to Z, tells you why you want to do it, talks to you about all of the different sprouts, and answers all the questions that you might have about sprouts. And actually, my mother was the one who got me on doing sprouts years and years ago. She used to grow the alfalfa sprouts, and she would grow them in her window and her kitchen window. And then I would see them. You can buy them in the grocery store. And then last year, Wesley and Amelia started talking about the sprouts again and tell me how easy they were to grow. And I thought, gosh, I sure would like to grow them. And so I got the Sprout Book and started reading about it and thought, man, I cannot live without these. So let me just tell you a few things about the sprouts. Um, the sprouts are extremely high in nutrition. And what you will find out is that, like, this is broccoli, and this is like what you would plant in the ground to make your whole head of broccoli. But this took 5 days instead of, I don't know, a couple of months to make broccoli. And because of it being so small, the nutrients in it are like so much potent and healthy for our bodies. Same with this. This one is alfalfa, and this both of these have been going for 5 days exactly. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to start using them tomorrow. But I'm just going to tell you a few things in this book that it tells you that the sprouts have in it. If you need to get beta carotene, if you need to get omega-3 fatty acids, if you want to add more protein to your diet, if you want to add iron, if you want to add vitamin K, if you're looking to add vitamin C, if you're looking to add fiber, all of those wonderful things which we want to add in our diet daily are found in these little sprouts. So, what you do, like I said, the first thing you're going to do is just to take your seeds. And these are from Johnny's Seed Company. I buy them in the 5 pound bag because we go through them so quickly. You can find them on Amazon, and the bag runs, you won't find them this big, but they'll be a smaller bag, and they run about $10 to $15 a bag. So all you're going to do is put your sprouts into the water, and what this is doing while it's overnight is just waking up the little seedling that's inside of the side of the sprout. And so in the morning when you get up, then you just pour the water out, and then you're going to need to have these types of a top. This is a sprouting top, and you can see it has little bitty holes in it. And this allows it allows air to get into your sprouts. They need to have air while they're growing. And it also allows you to, every twice a day, what you're going to do then is just put water in here, and then you just dump it up like this, and then the water will drain out. And you're going to do it at breakfast and at lunch, and or at dinner time. So then you just pour this out, and your sprouting tops, you can buy them from I buy them off on from Amazon. They're just called sprouting lids. And so just go on, and I think this has 8 in it. And I usually have about, 2 to 3, sometimes 4 jars going at a time. And you can either do them in the larger quart jar, or you can do them in the smaller jar, just depending on how much you're going to eat. So then all you do is twice a day, you're going to rinse your seeds. And then when you rinse them, you just kind of shake them out. Then you're going to put them like in a pan or something like that, and allow them. The reason you're doing it like this and kind of cocking it, so that the air can flow in around it. Then what I do is I just take like a kitchen towel like this, and I just put over it. They grow in the dark. These seedlings do not grow, they don't need the sun. They're growing in the dark. And then I just put this into my pantry or someplace where it's dark. Or if you don't have something like that and you need to leave it out, you can put a darker, maybe 2 towels over it, or a darker towel or something like that. So then you just let it sit. Then, like in the evening, then just rinse them again. And you're just doing that for 5 days. And then in the end, after 5 days, what I will do, actually tomorrow morning, I'll take these and I'll put them in. This is when you put them in your window, or set them out on your porch, or just somewhere where they can get the sunlight. And then your sprouts will green up, and then they will be ready to eat in a couple of hours. They don't have to be green in order to um, eat them, but it does look a little bit prettier. Then I just take these out, rinse them, and the holes on here, I just try to rinse off. The holes are just going to kind of fall to the bottom, and then you can just put this into. I just kind of dump them all into a large bowl, and then just kind of swish it around, and your holes will fall to the bottom. There's You can certainly eat the holes, but now there's no nutritional value to it except more fiber. And you're never going to get all of the holes out, but so they're good to eat. Then you can then just take your sprouts, and one of my favorite ways, we eat this almost morning, noon, and night, is we make our own sourdough, and then I took some avocado, squished it up, and then I'll take some of the sprouts, and put on it. Here they are, sprouts. And, you know, I always like to make it pretty. These are violas. Aren't they pretty? Look at there. And then you can wow your friends or just treat yourself to a wonderful breakfast or snack or lunch or dinner. My favorite also, you can use these on your salad or you can just use this as your salad. They're just, you know, so good and so helpful for you. So then I will also kind of dry them out in my towel, and then I kind of just wrap them up in the towel and put them in my just store them in the refrigerator. And they're good in your refrigerator probably up to 4 days, 4 or 5 days. But you know, we're eating them so quickly and so much they don't last that long. But that's a simple, easy way of doing your sprouts. Now, I will tell you this: as you're looking through the different sprouts, the one that has the most nutrients and the biggest bang for your buck is the broccoli sprout. But I will also say that it has it's a little spicy. And so it's a great sprout. A lot of people, well, you can mix your sprouts. You can also put your sprouts in your smoothie, but I would really not suggest putting the broccoli sprout in the smoothie. It's not that good, to be just honest with you, unless you are just doing a pure green smoothie and you just want the nutrients. But the other thing that I find so interesting is, you know, in our Juice Plus Complete, they actually are using sprouts in our complete. So we know that you just need the extra for extra nutrition. This is a good, quick, easy way to get fresh veggies and lots of nutrients into your diet. Any questions?
Mom, that is so good. I like that you're passing this on, how it started with Mima and then you do it and then now I do it. And even Wesley and Amelia, I mean, they brought it back into our family too, making it just a part of our lifestyle. I actually have right here next to me, I started some mung bean sprouts. And then I also have soaking in some water right now, some mustard green sprouts. There really are just so many different varieties and they add different textures and flavors. The coolest part to me is that you will open up your pantry and in the next couple of days, you know, day to day to day, you're going to be blown away by the growth of these things because they're just magic. Like it's constantly. Some people that I'm seeing, somebody put, what a great compliment as your tower garden grows your larger greens. Yep, you can start growing your microgreens. Yep. Mom, I see that you also have on the counter. Do you want to show us some of the microgreens that you have too?
I have the microgreens. We grow these in dirt. This is sunflowers, like real sunflowers. They are so delicious. And you can see right here, you can see the sunflower seed coming off. I think this is, you know, these have a crunch. They're a thicker, it's almost like, I mean, if you want, you know, more kind of like eating meat or something like that. But these are actually, the sunflowers are just delicious. These are, we have, these are peas. Look at here. These are peas. These are yummy. Absolutely. This is going on my salad tonight. And this is arugula. You talk about spicy and just absolutely yummy. But these are all, but this is all grown in the dirt. We just seed it again. It maybe some of them take a little bit longer, 5 to 10 days. And then you just go in, give it a haircut, and you have, you know, more greens to add to your diet.
That's amazing. And I have right here next to me the Juice Plus shakes, because when we first started talking about this, I didn't really actually pay attention, and maybe you didn't notice this either, people who are using these, but when I started actually learning more about each different ingredient that's in here, to have sprouts every single day, alfalfa sprouts and radish sprouts in our diet, that is a huge gift. And to hear how they are just packed with nutrients. I wrote down that they have, like you said, omegas and all the different varieties of vitamins and iron and protein in them. It's really such a simple yet easy way to just keep adding in more nutrition into our diet. And many of us are just not getting enough. Somebody asked a question. Let's see what they said. Oh, okay. Somebody asked, can you grow those microgreens in the tower? If so, only the home unit or the flex too? So that's a great question. You can purchase, there is a top piece that can go on top. The home unit has a bunch of little extra, it's like a crown where it has a bunch of extra little pods for you to grow microgreens. You could totally, though, use within the flex any of those other pods to grow microgreens in. The pros and the cons of this. The pros, just quick. The cons, I think it's a waste of a flex port when you can grow a full large head of lettuce that will give you so much more. You can grow these microgreens. I think if you are looking to really maximize growing these, it would be the most beneficial to go ahead and get a tray, either like a pan from your kitchen, like a baking tray, or you can even get an old box. What are you using, Mom, to grow your microgreens in?
Well, we have actual these. You really kind of want something more than just a tray, because see, these have holes in the bottom and they need a lot of water. So we water it from the bottom, and then it has the dirt, and then that, and you have in the beginning you spray it, and we also have grow lights. So we grow these under grow lights.
When you say spray it, what did you mean, just to clarify?
You're spraying with water. You're
Okay.
just mixing them to keep they have to stay, moist.
Okay.
Damp.
I see that there are some trays, Amazon, of course. Is that where you got yours off of Amazon? Or did Amelia and Wesley bring
Yeah,
it down with
we
them?
got. I know Johnny's has them. There's another company called Bootstrap that has good sturdy trays. If you're going to invest in it, go ahead and invest in good trays, because really it's one of those things. Just buy it once and it'll last forever.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I'm looking on Amazon right now just to see that there's options on here too.
Yeah.
And the way that you can set this up, Wesley has shown in another video where they have baker's racks and they set it up to grow these microgreens, and they actually, it's a little bit more of an investment if you want to get into this hobby. You can start though really inexpensively, like we are at our house, where I have some trays filled with dirt and I have a bunch of sunflower seeds that are started right now, and I just started them in a box just to see if we liked doing it, so there's options. Let's
Well,
see.
also these microgreens and the sprouts, people are taking collagen. This is where you're getting your collagen from. This is, natural nutrient collagen. It's great for your skin. It's great for your nails. It's great for your gut. It, has all the fiber. It's a good way to fight cancer. Um, I mean, all of this is, the natural way to go.
I mean, just look at my mom. She's got beautiful glowing skin. Everyone that I meet that's in this health community That's the number one thing I notice is that the vibrancy of our skin, there is a whole lot of research showing that microcirculation improves by 39% just by taking and eating micronutrition, fruits and vegetables in either a capsule or getting them in these sprouts, microgreens. It's 100% effective versus collagen, where it is ground up bones and gelatin stuff, and you can't tell that collagen when you eat it that way, when it's isolated like that. You can't tell it where to go. You can't go, I want this cell to go, I want this to be absorbed into my skin cell. Jamie Rutledge, we should totally have her back on here because she does a fantastic talk. I think we're going to have to put that in as a side note to bring her back, because that's one of my favorite discussions that she shares is about collagen, and it's a really big hot topic. So let's eat our greens instead of bones and get our nutrition in that way. And let me see if there's any other questions. Somebody said excited for this class. Me too. I was very excited. Well, I think that is everything. I wrote down some great notes. I put some stuff already into our Facebook page for anyone who wants to order some of these different unique items. I also included the Johnny Seed website so that you can get your alfalfas and broccoli sprouts if you want to start doing this. And we are going to finish this up by saying our next Grow Getter challenge, if you want to be an extra Grow Getter this week, is show us you starting your sprouts. You can get started on this very cheaply, very inexpensively. So take a picture of your sprouts, starting them in a jar, post them on the page, and that will get you in for next week's prize to win another Grow Getter challenge. So thank you so much, Mom, for being on here. And if you guys are down in Noonan, is your Greenville garage open yet, Mom, for classes?
Yep, we're doing one tomorrow. We're starting off tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, and Dr. Jamie Rutledge is going to be here. She's going to be talking about gut health. We're going to be talking about the sprouts, and all of the ladies who are coming, they will be getting in their goodie bag broccoli sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, and a top. And then they will be also making fire cider tomorrow morning. So, and then having a beautiful salad lunch and sourdough bread. We also have a sourdough bread class on Thursday night, and we do have a couple of openings, and on Sunday afternoon. If anybody's interested, just message us and we will tell you a little bit more about it.
That sounds good. Thank you, Mom, for your time and for your expertise. You are so helpful. Thank you. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. See you again on next week's Grow Getter.